Hello everyone, welcome back to You Can Automate. If you consider any automation suite, any automation script, right, when we execute that particular test case or a script, we need to have a reporting tool. We need to have some reports where we can go and see our execution results, what happened, which test case failed, because of what reason, and how much time it took, and all the details, right? We need to have some reporting tool. In the industry, there are several reports available, there are several reporting tool available, but here we are going to see that one of the famous tool, that is Allure reporting, how we can add Allure reporting configuration into our WebdriverIO and how we can use it in our test script, right? So that particular thing we are going to do today in this particular video. Let's begin that. So Allure reporting tool is a third-party tool you can consider that can be integrated with any of the tool. So as we are here using the WebdriverIO, we need to use that particular page here. Say for example, if you go to WebdriverIO official website, and if you go to Allure report, so here they have given detailed explanation how Allure reporting can be added here. So I'm just going to top of the page, and then we'll start how to integrate. This is how the Allure reporting looks like with all the details, graphs, everything. So if you look at this, first we need to do install the Allure report dependency in our WebdriverIO automation suite. So to install that dependency, we need to use this particular command, that is npm install WebdriverIO Allure reporter save dev. Okay, this particular command will help us to install dependency in our package.json, right? So let's install this and see how does it look like the package.json in our automation suite. I have just copied the command here, came to my terminal, that is Visual Studio Code terminal, and I'm just hitting enter, right? So this should add a dependency in my package.json, so that I should be able to use all the commands related to Allure reporting tool. So it will take some time to install, let it install, so that we can start our next step. So yeah, looks like it got installed. Let's go to our package.json and see how does it look like after installing it. So I'm just opening my package.json here. Once you add a dependency successfully, this is how it looks in package.json. So you can just go and cross verify whether it got installed successfully or not. Okay, this is our first step. After that, what we need to do here is we need to do little bit of modification in our wdio conf.js. So here they have given wdio conf.js, and we need to add this particular code in our conf.js. Anyway, when you open your wdio conf.js, you will be having this exports.config, and there will be a flower bracket, and initially by default reports label will be there, but it will be empty, right? So what we'll do, we'll just copy inside this whatever is there reporters, and I will go to my wdio conf.js, and then I need to copy that here. So here I don't have the reporters label here, right? So I'm just going to add that particular reporters here. Okay, so I have added. For some of you people, maybe you just have a reporters. Make sure that you replace that reporters with this reporters details, whatever is given here. Okay, and then you need to add a comma here so that it adheres to the JSON format, right? Cool. So my second step is done. Here output directory name, you can give any name here, but just for our understanding, for our ease of use, I have just added as a Allure results. You can change it to anything. And this particular disable WebdriverIO steps reporting true. As of now, I'm just disabling it, and screenshot also I'm disabling it, so that I don't want any screenshot as of now. So done. This is the second step. Then what I need to do here is these are the other details which we'll see once we generate the Allure reports. Okay, we'll talk about this, what all those things, and if you just scroll below here, Once we execute our test case and to generate the report, Allure report, right, in our system, we need some command line tool. That is again a third party tool which we need to install, right. To generate that, what we need to do here is we need to install one command line tool. Command line tool is nothing but which will help us to generate the Allure report automatically, and it will open also, right. So to install that particular tool, we need to use this command, that is npi allure command line, right. From where it will come is, if you go to this, say for example they have given install the Allure command line tool. If you just open this, so there is a separate website for that Allure command line where that particular command is given. If you see here, npm I allure command line, so the same command I'm copying here and going to my Visual Studio Code. Let me clear this. npm I allure command line. This is a very important, guys, so don't forget to install this command line tool in your system. Yes, it is done. Okay, now what is the fourth step, right? So we are done with command line installation, and then we need to just execute our test keys, right? So that will be our fourth step. So I'm just executing my old test case which we have developed in the previous episode. If you have not gone through the previous videos, please go and watch like how we have developed this particular test case and how we have written end-to-end test case, how we have used a page object model, right. So first, our usual task is I'll just execute my test case in QA environment, right. Once this particular test case is executed successfully, then I will generate the report, and all the reports whatever will get generated and whatever the results it will capture, it will save in this particular folder, that is allure-results, right. So that is why we will give this particular name, so that it will store in the project level directory. That means that it will not store in any of the folders or any of the packages like this. Just below this Amazon test WDIO, right, it will just store this particular directory at below this. Okay, it will be at the project level. So let it execute this particular test case, then we will see what happens, right. So it started executing here. It has opened the Amazon.in. Now it has to enter some keyword into a search bar and it has to search for that particular product, right? So this is our test case, and so Allure report, whatever we have configured, that particular reporting tool should capture all the events what is happening here, right? And it should capture whether it is pass or fail. Yep, it has clicked on one of the product in the search results page, and it has arrived to product description page. So this is a page where we are capturing all the price and everything. So the test case can be anything. So you can consider any of the test case what you have written in your automation suite or in your current existing suite, right? So now if you observe, Allure-results got generated here. This is a folder where it will have the files in XML format, right. So this is XML format, but if you just click on this, we cannot read this XML format whatever is there, right. So we need to see it in a understandable way, right. If you look at the official website of WebdriverIO, there they have given one command to generate the Allure report and open the Allure report, right. So this is a possible by using a Allure command line tool which we have already installed in our system, right. So what I will do, I'll just copy this Allure generate and I'll go to my terminal here, and after that they have given Allure output directory. By default it will be Allure-report. If you have a different directory you can provide this, but as of now my directory name is Allure-report, so I'm not going to provide this explicitly here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to provide this command. and symbol, and then Allure open. What I'm going to do here, put two and symbol here, then Allure open, right? So this particular command should open the Allure report, generate the Allure report, and it should open the Allure report as well. So as soon as you hit this particular command, you will see one folder called Allure-report in your automation suite, and this will have all the details, and after that it should generate the report and should open the report also. So if you see here, starting web server, and it is opening the report also, and that report will be opened in one of the browser, whatever the default browser which you have configured. If you see this particular report is getting opened in the Firefox, and this particular IP address, what it is displayed here, it will be displayed in the same command line terminal, right? Whatever you have seen, right? Cool. So if you see this particular report, this is how the reporting tool looks like. And if you look at this overview, one test case is there and it is 100% passed. If you just hover on it, it is showing 100% passed, right? It will show similar to this how many number of test cases you have, correct? So if you look at that particular, if you click on the particular test case, it will take you to the suite where it is showing that what is the test case name, place order journey, right? So if you click on this, should be able to search product and place order where this particular thing is coming from. If you go to your test case, where is my test case? Yes. If you open the test case, should be able to search product and place order. It is coming from it block, and this describe, whatever you have put in the describe method bracket, right, that will go here. Yes, place order journey, right, and it is showing how much time it has taken, what browser you had executed, and history, and all the things, right? And if you click on the graphs, it will just show entire in a pie graph, and it is showing that severity level also. If you are not providing any severity, it will take it as a normal. We'll discuss about that, how to set the severity. And it is saying the duration, what is the time it has taken, and other details also. Okay, if you click on this timeline, it is showing the exact time, how much it has taken, so that you can analyze that which particular test case is taking more time, less time, like that. And if you click on the behavior, so it is showing that whatever you have given the text in the it block, it is showing here. And if you just click on that, it will show that the details also, right? And if you click on the package, again the same details will be shown here, right? So different categories, different sections are there. You can use whatever is required for you, right? Cool. Now we have got the Allure report and we are seeing it, right? If you go to official website of WebdriverIO, they have given some more details, right? What is that some more details here is, so it has different APIs, right? It has different APIs by which you can add some more details to the report. Say for example, if you are working on some user story, right? So if you are working with if you are using a Jira and you are tracking some of the Jira tickets there, and you have test cases name, or you are using some other test management tool and you want to add some ID to it, right? So for example, each story in Jira will be having some test keys. I can add the story here. To do this, we need to import something in if you go to this particular portal here, yeah, they have given that Allure report, Allure API can be called by using this to import, right? What I'm going to do here is, you can use any one of them. If you are using ES5, you can use this. If you are using ES6, you can use this import statement. So I'm going to use this particular ES5 statement as of now. Going to my test case here. Okay, cool. I'm just placing my import statement here. Okay, after this, what I need to do here is just copy this Allure constant name, whatever you have done, created, and hit enter here. And what you need to do here is, say for example, now I want to add feature and story. Okay, so for example I'm going to add feature, right? Add feature, I can see place order and confirm. I can write whatever my feature it is, right? If you are following a BDD approach, then you can provide that feature name here. And if I am using a Jira ID to track the test cases, which test case got passed in the automation, whether it is automated or not, right? If you want to track all those details, then you can use this method, that is story, add story, right? Say for example here I can provide some story details. This how normally some story ID, you can, that will be a project name, then say for example 5368, some story ID I'm going to provide here. And you can add some other label like add label, add test ID, environment, right? You can have any other details whatever you want it, right? Let me add these two details, right? And let me run this test case again. So if you want to close the report, you can use the Control C, or you can just close the browser. I'm going to use this Control C, right? So let me close this existing browser and the report. Good. So I need to run my test case again. So let me run my test case again to see that whether whatever the changes I have added in the report is coming in the actual report or not. So it has opened the Amazon.in and it has to enter beanbag in this particular keyword. Then it has to go to particular search results and open the one of the product in this entire search results, and then capture the price from that particular product, right? That is our test case. Yeah, test case execution is done. Now we need to generate our report and see that whether it is working fine or not. So first let me clear this command line, and this is the command which we need to use: Allure generate and Allure open, right? So sometimes you will get this particular error that target directory for the report is already in use, right? Use clean to override. What we need to do in that case, why this particular error comes is, it is not error, it is just a kind of a warning that if you already open the reporting HTML report once, and if you try to open it again, commonly this particular things comes. What you need to do here in that case is just use clean, right? Sometimes you need to use this particular -clean command to clean the existing report and generate the new fresh report, right? That is what it meant. So this clean, try to use this clean command before and symbol, so that your all the old report will be cleaned and it will open the fresh report, right? Let me hit this command. So it is opening in this Firefox browser. Let me go and see that. Yes, it got generated. Now I'll just click on this, right? Okay, should be able to search product and place order, right? So if you see this, place order and confirm and user stories got displayed here. So you can track in the report that whether my particular user story, whatever is there in the Jira, is got automated, and whether it is passing or failing. That details also you can get it here, right? Okay. And if you go to behavior, if you go to packages, it's the same thing what we have seen earlier. And if you go to this one here it is showing place order and confirm. This is a feature which we have added, right? Cool. If you go to this particular graph, and here we have something called severity, right? This also can be changed. Say for example, if you have some 100 test cases, out of 100 test cases, I have some 30 test cases are the severe test cases, and another 40 test cases are normal test cases or minor test cases, right? You can categorize that particular test case also by adding a severity. So what you need to do here is, if you come to this particular API reference page, here there is an option to add the severity. Okay, yep, add severity. Just what you need to do here is Allure reporter dot add severity. Here you can see critical, right? So make sure that you need to provide the same spelling what we have it here in the report, right? Same spelling you need to provide, critical, normal or minor, whatever, or it is a blocker, right? So you need to provide the same spelling here, and then that's it. You come out of this. Let me run the test case again. So our test case got passed. Now let me generate the report and see how does it look like. So each time whenever you run the command, one of the XML file will be generated. Cool. Now let's go and see how it is showing in the graph. If you see here, earlier the test case was showing in the normal category, now it is showing in the critical severity, right? So if you just hover on that one critical test case got passed, right? Like that you can categorize your test cases and you can visualize the same test cases in the Allure report also. This is how the Allure reporting works in a WebdriverIO, and how we can configure into WebDriver automation suite the automation end-to-end test case which we have written. Do try out these and do let me know if you have any questions, and subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.